Hi, I'm the heavy metal Harley hiker, and thanks for watching again. Today I'm going to make a video about my backpack. Let's get to it. The maker, people that make it, the Hill People Gear is the brand name. They're based in Grand Junction, Colorado. It's really designed for backcountry hunting. But there's a couple of features that I thought would adapt it really well, or could be very well adapted to using it on my motorcycle. So we'll take a look at it. I'll put a link to everything that I talk about in the comments when I'm done. So anyways, here we go. Backpack. It's a Hill People Gear backpack. There's several parts to the system, and so you can kind of customize it to your needs a little bit. So like I said, it's a three pieces that you have to buy separately. And they are the pack frame, the waist belt, and then the backpack, the pack piece of it. Here is the pack frame and waist belt. I think this is called the Prairie belt. There's also a Ranger belt, and it's not as heavy duty. It doesn't look like it has as much padding. But I got this heavier duty one just because I figure there will be times when I'm carrying pretty heavy loads, and I wanted to distribute that weight to my hips instead of my shoulders sometimes. But the shoulder straps don't look like they're super well padded, but they distribute the weight real well, and the pack carries really well even when it's heavy. It's got a little plastic internal frame on the inside that kind of ends up forming to your body as you use it more. So this one's kind of broken in. It's kind of taking the shape of my back, and it does seem to help it carry real well. So this pack frame is designed to be used with or without the pouches. I think this is where some of the hunting features are. So you can use it as like a meat hauler. This strap right here is one of the key pieces that I think make it really well adapted for motorcycle backpacking. And one of my earlier videos, there's like a time-lapse video that'll put a link to in the comments of how I strap this to my sissy bar, and you'll see this goes onto the sissy bar and then straps around the back of it, and then they lock in on the sides up here, and then you can get a fair amount of tension on it. Sometimes if I don't really like the way it's riding, I'll add a ratchet strap to the process, but with the bigger backrest that I have now compared to what was on my Softail or my Dyna, I haven't needed to do that yet. It hasn't made me nervous enough to need to do that. So I don't know how well this is how well you're gonna be able to see this in the video. So this is the frame, and then here's one of the pouches. I think they have 3 different sizes, and I think this is the plus or minus 60 liter size. They have a 45 liter and I think a 90 liter. I used to have their 90 liter backpack, which was a great backpack. It's just that 90 liter capacity normally leads me to overpack and take things that I never use. But the 45 liter was a little small, especially because I like to have my bear canister inside my backpack. So anyway, that takes up a lot of the body. So to put these together, you get the pouch. It's a little dicey to start off with, but there's these clips that go in these little loops up here. And you just sneak that in there, clip it on. Sneak that in there, clip it on. And then you can start strapping this on. Well, come on now. There we go. All right, so it comes around the bottom. And then there's this loop right here, and there's one down here too, but I like going a little higher, especially when it's around the sissy bar. And then you can add your tension to it. And then, well, where did I put it? I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I just spent an obnoxious long time looking for something I was almost sitting on. So this adds to this, like the sturdiness of how secure it is to the frame and how secure it ends up being later to the sissy bar. And the 45 liter pouch that I used to have actually has this kind of system sewn onto it, which actually makes it less functional for this application. Yeah, anyway. And I guess in fairness, I don't know that they're still making it that way, but that's the way they were making it when I bought it. And when I bought the 45 liter, they didn't have the 60 option, or I probably would have started there. So this just kind of latches on down here. So you don't have to use it all the time. And then there's, there's some adjustment here. And then the straps from the sides, these lock on. Oh, where is it? There it is. And yet, this backpack is probably, just because of the materials it's made out of, a little bit heavier than a lot of backpackers choose. But that was more like a selling point to me rather than a negative. Because I intend to be hard on this thing, and I have been hard on this thing, and it almost looks new still. Got a little dirt on it. It has almost no visible damage after a bunch of hard miles. All right. And then it comes over the top. Oopsie. Put that on the wrong one. There we go. So that's what it looks like all strapped in. And then the only other thing that I didn't mention is the other thing that I bought from them was this little pouch right here. This is where my Garmin lives. And then I also got these like water bottle pockets. I use one of them, like my headlamp kind of lives in that one a lot of the time. And then like canteen and cook pot live in here, and my eating tool. Yeah, so that's the pack. I'm gonna try to make a video about my stove today. It's one of the things people ask me the most questions about is my stove. But yeah, thanks for watching.